April 16th, 2007. This is one of my favorite pictures of Howie and I together. It was actually in a little cafe in New York. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. I wrote this and posted it online. Howie was 52 and was kind, funny, attractive, gregarious, and financially secure. He was a semi-retired banker, a Harvard MBA with a law degree, who had been blessed with many friends and who had enjoyed the company of beautiful women that he really liked, but he had never married. It was always his desire to find his soulmate and marry, but it had just never happened. He had never even lived with a woman. Now he was thinking it might never happen, and being discouraged, he had not dated in a year. He sat down at his desk and decided he would try one last thing. He would put it out to the universe that he was ready to find her. 6 months earlier, I had broken up with a man who would rather see me dead than let me leave the house, for fear that I would leave him. Why did I always attract the dangerous sort? From the time I was 15, my life has been a continuous series of abusive relationships with men. I had always been attracted to the charismatic, womanizing, death-defying sort. They were always dead broke or incapable of supporting themselves. I loved the adventure, the intrigue, and the challenge of staying alive, but it came at a terrible cost to my health and sanity. At the age of 41, I didn't know how much of either I had left. I had always had trouble with my weight, and given how little I eat and the way I eat, I had finally decided that it was all in my head, and I went to see a hypnotherapist. It was in this semi-somnolent state that I discovered I always seek out the same relationships. Waking, I decided to make a conscious effort to change my choices in men. If he seemed daring, cavalier, or dark in any way, I would avoid him and seek out someone who was kind, funny, and financially secure. When I first saw Howard, he was dressed in a plain gray business suit and was stiffly walking up the ramp to a fundraiser for a new initiative to save tens of thousands of dogs and cats from being euthanized in our county shelter each year. I remember thinking to myself, I could sure loosen him up a bit. Hearing my footsteps behind him, he turned and kindly asked if I was attending this same function. He was everything I had never looked for in a man. I was everything he had never looked for in a woman. The night we met was on November 1st, 2002. 6 months later, we moved in together. We were engaged a year after meeting and married 2 years after meeting. We have found all that we wanted in each other, and together our lives are far more abundant than they were before. I have never been so happy, so satisfied, or so thrilled to be alive. Howie is my best male friend. He is my business partner. He has helped me find ways to make the sanctuary self-supporting. He has been loving, attentive, fun, a real joy to be around. We understand the secret and are co-creating a beautiful life together. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. We both changed the way we looked for love and romance and found what we really wanted.